How's it going, everybody? It's Shinigami here to bring you another One Piece chapter review. Let's see. Is everything working in order? I think so. Oh, there it is. Boop, boop. That seems to be okay. So this week we got a doozy of lore drops and very interesting things happen in the story. No need to prolong it more. Chapter 1182, titled Zaza. And as many, let's see, what button is it? Alright, there we go. Had to make it full screen, my bad. Anyways, continuing on. Here we find out that Zaza is the Japanese onomatopoeia for heavy rainfall. So that's pretty cool. Obviously for Americans, they might think of it as weed, but I'm glad that there's another word that means the same, not the same thing, another word that spelled the same. Anyways, moving on. Cover request by Toshika Zoo. So Zoo actually got a request submitted and fulfilled. You got Isho savoring a carefully prepared bowl of udon made by a fox and a tanuki. Odd pairing, but it works. Alright, so we got Emu. Emu was hit by Loki's Thorheim, but I still feel his presence. And little Ragnir's like, squeak, wee wee, squeak, squeak. Damn, my fucking throat. I'm too big to keep track of him properly. And then we see Emu, Nidhogg. To think thou and I would meet again in this world. Traitor. Interesting. And as we see there, Loki's starting to kind of scan around. Where's this bad boy? And Emu just starts coughing up. Might have hurt a bit, who knows? Snow. Of course. Lightning is born from colliding ice. Together thine synergy is exceptional. Ragnir. Thou art as I remember thee, waiting all this time for a new master. How nostalgic. Notice he's doing little squirrel noises. Ragnir, the hammer, mythical type zone, the squirrel fruit modeled Ratatatsker. So he's not some other magic system. He is a devil fruit. Ragnir is a hammer that ate the squirrel fruit. Interesting. And then the fact that we were able to do that all the way back then, you know, shows that little invention that people were saying that, oh, Vegapunk found out how to imbue non-alive things like guns and other stuff with the devil fruits. Now we understand. And what we got here, you got Ratatsker just being all, you know, squeak squeak. So he's throwing his ice powers at him. Let's do this. Ragnar 5 arrows. And as we see there, Emu starts preparing to defend himself. Is it Zimid Nova Eclipse? And right there we got another little annotation. Furugami is just Itzuzumi, an Aztec goddess kanji is Eclipse Explosion. So, interesting name. Very all over the place, I'll admit. But there we got those giant demon balls flying from the sky and kind of protecting them. Scary. Bonnie, get back here. It's not like I'm gonna go out there to fight, not against that guy anyway. Damn right, it's my job to keep to look after you now. I won't let that happen. Still, I wonder, who is he? He clearly outranks all the Knights of God here, but he's not one of the 5 elders. I suppose it's only natural for a vast 8-century-old organization to have spawned some dark shadows given its history of power struggle. If that's the case. And we kind of get a little glimpse of how, like, she's thinking like Vegapunk still. And I'm sure in the anime they'll have Vegapunk's voice kind of transition from Lilith. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So that's how we know Vegapunk's still alive, technically, in the satellites. It's just through a different kind of appearance and little bit personality. Wait, Sanji, your injuries are... I can't. Back down, Bonnie. Huh. Sanji, I guess I don't need to deal with you after all. I gotta admit, it's crazy. You're even breathing after that. Where are you going? I'm gonna see through the mission I came here for. Can't you tell? My power is overflowing now. Toodles! And there he just kind of... boom! Springs off. That prick hasn't given up on kidnapping the children yet. Sanji! We can't let everyone's efforts be in vain. Usopp and Luffy admire this country, and it's my personal duty to protect Elbaf. It's the land of giant beauties. And just had to add that last part in. Of course, his little love-filled heart. And at the Owl Library, to think that this back door led to an underground passage. This hidden room is unbelievable. You saved the books from the fire and brought them here, Biblo. And there we just see even more mysterious. Again, we're gonna find the fuck out who Biblo is. He had to have been around in the Void Century. Like, he doesn't say anything. As I was saying, what do we got here? Thank you. I thought they had all been reduced to ashes. Yeah, I'm grateful too, but I'm starting to see you're more of a mystery than I first reckoned, Biblo. And Biblo's just kind of like, is Biblo the forest god? Could it be? I mean, doesn't say a word. Has those same emu eyes that, again, we'll see another character have in a little bit. And yeah, I was able to transport all these books from the top down. It's just a little bit mysterious, as he already said. Near Western Village, Sea Cloud Port, the Tree Canopy, Western Village, and the Rainbow Port entrance. Heave! Ho! And there we see, looks like it's not Killing Him, Summers. Whew. Okay. Hello, this is Summers here. No, wait. Make that Super Summers. I found a suitable giant ship. Get the brats over here in the next 5 minutes. Western Village Tavern. Look at this. Look at the forest. It's a war zone out there. It was a clean cut, so this treatment should reattach your fingers, but it'll take a couple of months to heal completely. But it'll take a couple of months to heal completely. Thank you, Chopper. I feel so useless, though. I'm supposed to be treating everyone myself. Can't be helped. Don't beat yourself up about it. Thank you, Dr. Chopper. You saved our moms. It's first aid. Once we're out of this mess, I'll treat them properly. Oh, Gerd Tasso, is this a dream? My top idol's fingers were severed. I humbly offer my fingers if you need them. If you need a donor, I'm good. How cold, and yet even your spite is something I'm grateful for in these trying times. I have to give it though. To you though, risking your life to save your brother Bjorn. I have a newfound respect for you, Roto. And there he flips out, starts bleeding out. Don't get too excited, Roto. You're making your wounds gush blood, says Chopper. I'm high on Gerd Tasso, and I was just starting to look up to you. Damn. And on the way from, looks like the village, Western Village near the port, Zoro's group. Sorry about this, Goldberg. It'd take too long without a giant's longer stride. It's okay. I'm the only member of the new giant pirates who hasn't suffered any major wounds in this battle. Besides, this is a crisis for Elbaf. We're lucky to even have you fight alongside us. Don't sweat it. Our captain's motto is basically, my friend's country is my country. No wonder Hiruden pledged himself to him. But what's with those black flames? They turned into steel bullets and explosives. And those knights we beat seem to have powered up. If we don't wrap this up soon, it's gonna get real ugly. And as we see Western Village Port, Summers, I've gone and done it now. I summoned something insane. Killiam, don't tell me. I'm afraid so. I accidentally summoned what I'm most scared of. I just got carried away. You idiot. Sorry, you stupid idiot. That thing is terrifying for all of us. You tell me, can you control it? Well, it's a dream demon, so probably. Well, what's done is done. Just hurry. Oh, we're running out of time. And where's Gunko? I saw her on the way here. She looked dead. What? Well, whatever. The great emu's body isn't meant to be out in this world. That's a fact. But now, our key combat forces and the forces that must be erased are all right here. We must not disappoint the Great One. We must live up to the exception, killing him. Of course. In the western village, it's raining cats and dogs all of a sudden. What's going on? The water's gonna flood the inside. Don't let the injured get wet. Go capture those brats. And as we see, a water hand goes in and captures the kids, almost drowning some of them. Colin! Ilva! And then you just see them. Oh, and there you got Colin's mom just fucking... She's also wounded, though. Everybody's fucking wounded in here. Ah, help! There's something outside. For those of us born above the clouds, the idea of water falling from the sky is terrifying. We always heard stories, but not only about the D-Clan and Nika, but also the monster known as the Rain God, the one who pelts the lower realm with water from overhead. And there we finally get a good look at her. Like, shit. Hold up, let me zoom in on that. Boom, there we go. Had to really get in there. It appears with the rhythm of the rain dance. Whoa, Zaza, now that's frightening. Help us, the kids. What I find most scary, Rain God Zaza, Dream Demon. But that obviously just kind of puts it in like, so is this person real? Is this thing real? And especially the way it looks way more detailed than the kids' dreams and shit like that. Not good. There's a commotion in the village. Should we go back? It'll be fine. Huh? Hey, don't screw this up. The race to save Elbath. Right back at you. Zoro and Sanji exchange, comments, concerns just before they leave each other's paths. But Stanston is basically taking Zoro. Goldberg. So it was Stanson who got his legs cut. That's what it was. Anyways, Sanji's gonna go save the kids. Zoro's gonna go try and fight Emu. So it's gonna be all over the place, especially with now hearing what has been commented on, which we could leave it on this picture because she's pretty relevant. At least I think it's a she. So we already have a few things taking place here with Emu obviously remembering and clearly having seen Ragnir previously back then, as well as calling Nidhogg, saying, oh, it's been so long that you've been here and this and that. That kind of just confirms that he was friends with, for sure, the warrior of Elbath, the one that legend got passed down to, the one that had the devil fruit that Loki now has, the Nidhogg, as well as Ragnir. And he calls them traitors specifically, which is very significant. That also, that little flashback he had with Joy Boy starts to connect that, hey, he had a bunch of these powerful friends. Now maybe he betrayed them, or they did actually betray him, and that's why he's so pissed. That's why he did the whole Void Century in general, deleted information that would have been essential to pass down. And the fact there's not supposed to be a king at the top of the world, and yet he is the invisible king. Tying that in, oh, and like I said, look at her eyes, and look at how Biblo had his eyes. These eyes are the same. Now, when we get it animated, hopefully in a little bit, I want to say it's a few weeks, we should definitely see if Biblo's eyes are red or if they're orange or whatever, like Mihawk's, because the eyes are starting to become a very prevalent connecting tool in the anime and the manga. And at this point, it's just like, alright, they wouldn't do that without intention. And even in the manga, Mihawk and Emu have the same colored red eyes. So obviously there's a bit of a discrepancy there, but regardless. Next, as I said, Biblo, might also have been part of Joy Boy's crew / Emu's friend group, and obviously wanted to save the information of the Void Century that the scholars found, but also other books that they had that is important for their history. It wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that Biblo is a devil fruit user and has just been in hiding and can't say anything or hasn't said anything, because if they say something it blows their cover. Could they be an informant? That'd be weird, working for the government and yet you're protecting the history stuff that you're supposed to be deleting. So I think Biblo, he, she, whatever, is definitely going to play a major role ending this whole battle possibly that they have here. Cute. And thirdly, as we see now here, the rain god Zaza is, at least for the God's Knights and the Celestial Dragons and such, something they physically fear, as if this person could return or come back, and possibly somebody in the world of One Piece has eaten the Hito Nomi model Zaza, would then make them, this character, which is fucking insane. So now, tying back into Skypiea, even more connections there, where we had the sun god, the rain god, the forest god, and I think it was the earth god. I think was the last one. I'll have to double check that real quick. Hold up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I was right. It's the sun god, Nika, the forest god, the rain god, and the earth god. Now we finally have physical description. And again, they wouldn't fear it if it wasn't real, because these are people that are literally stupid powerful, but yet this character terrifies them. It terrifies all of them, apparently. Makes you wonder, just, is Luffy's not obviously at his peak right now? He is not at the point where he would be strong enough to actually defeat Emu. It's very apparent, right? Seeing now that even Loki is struggling to do anything as far as damage or even surprising Emu is kind of crazy, because you would think out of all the people here he'd be the closest in power, especially compared to Luffy, because Luffy hasn't really had much time with his abilities. Meanwhile, we can probably infer Loki has had at least a bit more training, maybe a year extra, right? Compared to Luffy, yeah, Luffy's only been at it for a few months, if that, because he took down Kaido. After he took down Kaido, it was only a few days, and they left, got to Egghead, and then was there for another just 2 days. Then from there, they came to Elbaf. So, yeah, it's only been, if not a few months, a month, tops. But yeah. Oh, what a very interesting fucking chapter. And we got a break next week, so had a break last week. Now we're getting a break this week. Oh well. Shit happens, I guess, but we'll try and put something out for next week. With that being said, let me know if you are wondering who has this fucking devil fruit. Is it Dragon? That'd be cool. That'd be cool if you did, because hey, they just mentioned how some rain just started appearing out of nowhere, and we saw that kind of happening on Logtown. So, we'll find out. That being said, H Shinigami signing out. I'll catch you next time. Have a good evening, good night, and good morning. I'll see you next time. Whatever, that's it. Bye.